Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Golden Eagles will put total leather and we'll get started. On the move from inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work. So the USF Bulls offense takes the field to start this game off. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Lacey. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. And the Bulls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Bird. He's loose. At the 20. Touchdown Bulls. Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Golden Eagles offense will go to work for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. Receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability. Catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it! Speeding down the left side. Touchdown, Southern Miss. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the point after is good. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. They'll run it from the gun. Runs through a tackle. Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29.
You know what? Everybody gets energized on the whole football team when you got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy because that guy continues to fight for everything he gets.
Grab behind the line. It's Bohannon. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's complete on the right side. Nice pickup there. Gets him the 1st down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Bulls are moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Pocket breaking down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying play action. Gonna let it fly. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They evened things up the last time they had it. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the Golden Eagles with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Gideon. It's complete to the left. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's chat for just a moment about Southern Miss. Good pickup on the recruiting trail just last week. 3-star defensive back. A guy that could be a bit of a diamond in the rough, but that type of talent is what they need to build that secondary.
Man, yeah, and this is a program they're trying to build something. They're trying to climb to that next level, and this is how you do it. You get players that your school can go out and get, and now you let them play, start to develop, and turn into something great.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They'll leave it with him. Turning it on. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it's going to be hard to stop.
Running to the left. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throws to the wideout. Working on the right. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. And the Bulls have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. Throws to the tight end. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Showing the arm strength to the left. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got room on the return. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that time the defense in 3rd and long, 6 DBs on the field. There's not going to be anywhere to throw the football with that zone coverage. They do a great job reading the quarterback's eyes, David. They break on the ball for the pick.
Yeah, great job forcing the 3rd and long, predictable situation. Like you said, now you got them right where you want them. You practice those situations, all those extra DBs, and they make the big play.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick release by the QB. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a first down.
Here's an incredible statistic early in this game. With that catch, he's already over 100 yards in the game, and we're only in the first quarter still. He has been getting open. He's been making catches. At some point, the defense may have to start triple covering this guy.
Power football with the run. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, obviously, the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
To the air. It's Gideon. Fires into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The screen, he's got wheels. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Hammond. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. We're through 1, and what a back-and-forth battle between these 2 quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. Pressure coming. Finds a man on the right. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Here's the handoff. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The play action fake. He slings it deep to the left. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position.
Oh, he's got some space. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The Bulls are marching down the field. Give to the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick completion on the out route. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Turnover. Taking it the other way. The 40, the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. That deficit has now grown to double digits, down 17-7 as they start this drive. Get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Off play action on first down. He's taking the shot. Makes the grab on the right. Hits the crease. Touchdown, South Florida. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions, but sees zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
42 Spiders.
Dropping back, it's Gideon. Trying to set up the screen. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it, get it to your running back, and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. That's reeled in. It's Dotson. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. So much for firing to a stationary sit-down tight end. How about this guy working the corner and getting the first down?
These tight ends can do so much nowadays. You start to feature him, but you watch him on the corner route, man. Just push it vertical, push it to the corner. QB right on the same page with him. Throw the football out there, and he makes the catch.
Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
The Golden Eagles with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. They'll go to the ground. Past the 45. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And the Golden Eagles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Might as well stick with him. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. No movement from the field goal unit. The offense is out there to try to keep this drive alive on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
To the air on 1st down. Quickly complete. There he goes. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular. And I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the 2nd quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
Looking to throw on 1st down. They'll run the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Yeah, on those screen passes, I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going. That is the opposite of what happened right there. There was no space. He couldn't even get going.
Got a man. It's Bird. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Even if they don't convert, picking up a few would give them a decision to make on 4th down. It's 3rd and long from the 45. That's caught. It's Bird. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. He did not hesitate, going for it on 4th and short from the 49. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Bulls will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Give to the running back. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Now from inside the red zone. Good timing on the quick out. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, there's an example of the quarterback just creating on the fly, because I think that was supposed to go to the running back on a screen, and he just saw an open guy downfield and said, I don't know, I'm just going to throw it down to this dude. He's wide open. I know it's not how we drew it up, but we'll take it.
They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Just feeds the running back. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. The offense will quickly use a timeout.
Well, I think the defense is expecting here on 3rd down that this running back's going to get it again. He got it on 1st, had a nice carry, got it on 2nd. Now he set him up in 3rd and short. You've got to be physical here and make sure this guy goes backwards.
He'll ride his man on the option. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USF.
Really nice physical running that time. Nice push up front by the offensive line. Getting it in for the touchdown. They now take a 1-possession lead here with just a little bit of time left in the 1st half.
And right down the middle. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sideline and be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. To the ground with the back. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Hattiesburg. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true three-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball. He is a problem, and I don't think this defense has the solution. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the rock.
All right, Kevin about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Bulls will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Off the play fake. Fires to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Trying to pick up a first down. Scanning the field, it's Gideon. Unloads to the wideout. And trying to put points on the board on third down. Now they're staring at fourth down. The Golden Eagles will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's second and long. Quick handoff. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Down to the 26-yard line and a first down. Gonna run it. It's Finn. Running to Green. Tough run. Gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
They'll try the run. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. The Bulls are facing third and inches. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Makes the catch. That'll be enough to give them a first and goal from the 10.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bohannon. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Running back searching for a hole. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Bulls.
3rd and goal, you're going to turn around and just give it to this guy who just has a nose for the end zone. He's able to find the crease and pay it off for his offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, we have a 28-17 ball game. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Virginia is ahead right now in Charlottesville, but that's not exactly Sean Moore out there dominating this one. We are a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Boston College. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. The give to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. A little screen to the running back. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Punt is on its way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Sends it downfield, and he throws another interception, his 3rd one of the night. Stopped at the 46-yard line and just making a play and turning in the interception.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Looking to throw, it's Gideon. Flushed out of the pocket. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
And the Golden Eagles now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll send the back in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Wide open downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you get zone coverage and you're running curls and the wide receiver sprints off the ball, you know what happens? That DB starts to bail, and that wide receiver comes back, and it's easy pitch and catch for the offense.
The Golden Eagles with the 1st and 10. The pull and throw off the RPO. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
My old coach said, you'll never go to work taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
To the air, it's Gideon. Here's the pressure. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Miss. They thought maybe they could contain him. They thought wrong.
They did, and don't call them a quarterback anymore. Just call these guys skill players. I mean, so fast, you can tell the angles just get chewed up. You think you got a chance to catch him. Tell you what, put that in your back pocket. Understand, that guy can fly. I better make sure I take the proper angles when I'm chasing him.
They'll try to get the two-point conversion here and make it a three-point game.
3-25.
Snaps it in the shotgun. He makes the catch for the 2, and now they're down by just a field goal. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
On first down, here comes this offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. He fires a bullet to the right. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
And defenses are terrified of giving up that big play. I like the offense taking a shot down the field, showing the defense, like, listen, hey, you're going to have to guard this. You better start being worried about the deep ball. Now maybe I can take some shots underneath, and it might loosen that secondary up a bit.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Bulls decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify.
Breaks into the open. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Off play action. Grabbed behind the line. It's Hammond. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a first down.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes.
It's a fumble on the play. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Leaves it with the running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Now the pitch. Makes one man miss. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third.
Good enough for a first down.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got...
And it's intercepted. A huge fourth-quarter play for this defense. Bringing it back. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi.
How about that play by this defense? The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play of the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Florida is down right now inside the swamp, but this young man under center today has shown some moxie. We could see a legend born in Gainesville today. They're trailing by just 4 to Texas A&M. Just another week of SEC football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get...
Turning it on!
And after having a nice game like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
On the ground, it's Finn. They'll stop him at the 46 after a 5-yard pickup.
And on second down, a lot of times, I don't know why, you just, as a defense, you go pass. You think passing situations, passing downs. Really good job by the offense, committing to the run game, not abandoning it, not getting yourself in a third down situation where you had to throw the football.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Second down, he'll throw it. Throws to the back. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. No real chance on the return, but they got it at the 34.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head." Oh, yeah, he got...
Oh, he's got some space. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Pulls it, fires to the left. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking for a man. It's Gideon. He's got it on the move. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
Everything went right on that play except the receiver going out of bounds. It's late in the 4th. You've got the lead. You're just trying to bleed the clock as much as possible. Just got to have better awareness on the field.
Wants to pass. Got it! And he will score! Touchdown, Southern Miss! They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
You know, good teams just know how to close games out. And you're seeing that right now with this team, right? The defense just had a massive takeaway. The offense able to capitalize on that with a touchdown, so they padded their lead. And this just speaks to, I think, the experience in the locker room and also the playmakers they have. This game is starting to feel like a blowout.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. South Florida ready to send the offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking left. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field.
29 Philly.
On the move, it's Ramsauer. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Nice sack by the defense. Great job getting to him, getting him on the ground. That's the 4th sack of the day. This defense have had some bright moments, but they've also given up some big plays. Keep rushing the quarterback, but keep that coverage intact in the back end.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead's extended a little further.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. South Florida has it back, and the Bulls offense will return to the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree.
Oh, he wants it all. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. On 4th down, trying to find his man. Going deep. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Southern Mississippi has it back, and the Golden Eagle offense headed to the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the 2nd drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Give him 88 yards on the ground so far, and he is closing in on that 1,200-yard mark for the season. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal.
Get set.
They go to the ground. Runs through the tackle. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Mississippi. The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
Yeah, I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker on for the extra point.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Set to kick off.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. They'll start this drive going to the air. Right on the money. He steps out of bounds, a couple of yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18 after that pickup. The Bulls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Fires and picked off.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Southern Mississippi ready to send that offense back onto the field. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they've played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much that this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. You know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over. Don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
And the Golden Eagles with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Gives it on the option. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
The Golden Eagles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.